Welcome everybody, one and all. I am Josh Fuller, and you are listening to This Week in Texas Music. This is an extension of our radio show that broadcasts live on 99.7 FM in the Montgomery County and surrounding areas. We have also extended that now to podcast form. We are glad to have you along. Every week we celebrate Texas music. We celebrate the scene, we celebrate the people, we celebrate the new artists, we celebrate the old artists that made this thing possible, made Texas music the powerhouse that it is today. This is a celebration of Texas music, the songwriters, the producers, the singers, the guitar players, the guy that picks up the drumstick when it drops on the floor. Welcome to This Week in Texas Music. Let's get to the show. K-Star Country 99.7. I'm sitting in here with Tyler Tillman. He's joining us for This Week in Texas Music. How's it going, Tyler?
It's going great, brother. How are you doing?
I am good. You and I have been running the same roads for so many years, and how we've never crossed paths until today, I have no idea.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle for me or a miracle for you?
Probably for you.
I don't know. So far, you've been here for 5 minutes, and we've had a good time, so I'm pretty sure that it was meant to be. But so we're out here promoting our new single, All the Things That Cowboys Do.
Yes, sir.
I saw at least a teaser on your Instagram for a video. Is there a video made or being made?
I'm not sure there's going to be any video for it.
For
honestly.
that one?
We probably should, and I know we've mulled the idea around, but I'm not sure where we're going to go because we got a lot of things pulling funds in different directions, and we're putting out a full album this year, so that's tying up a lot of our money.
AKA the music business. Yes.
That's right.
That's just how it is. A lot goes out before it comes back in. But no, I looked at your Instagram and your socials. You're really active on that. You put a lot of stuff on there. I did like the dinosaur pancakes bit. That was great. I did not scroll far enough to see if that's a recurring theme, like if you're doing the best dad ever theme or not, but that was great.
Now that you mention it, I probably should, but it's kind of a coffee cup. We have tons of different mugs, right?
Right.
The last one, there's a local place in town, Magnolia Outfitters.
Okay.
That they were selling these mugs, and my wife had gotten one. It was a cow, and it said "Not today, heifer." And and that one was. She thought she was going to get to use her new mug this morning, and I said, "It's the "Not today, heifer" mug." So yeah,
that's utterly disgraceful. Anyway, so well, that's good. Social media is such a huge part of what the artists are having to do these days. You can't just get out there and be a talented singer. You've got to be all in it on the social media.
Yeah, and you've got to find where you fit in too. I've known some people that, like Josh Weathers, right? He's super good at the classic country, the 90s country. So that's the most of what he does. Me, like, don't get me wrong, I could probably get out there and do that, but I don't think that's necessarily where my strengths lie, like his does.
Yeah.
I love the humor side of it. So I tend to stick to some of the humor stuff, still pick up a guitar every now and again, but
the humor, we need more humor in this world. When we stopped laughing is when things started getting crazy.
I firmly believe that.
Yeah, so kudos. I'm glad you're out there doing it. That's all I do. I just listen to stand-up comedy all the time. The podcasts I listen to aren't even music podcasts. They're always comedy podcasts. I just have to laugh. The world is serious enough.
Oh, yeah.
So I want my entertainment to be entertaining and laugh. So that's good. Yeah. This is our second single that we're spinning of yours. How many singles have you? I think there was a third one that we missed. I don't know. I was trying to go back and just look at your socials.
It's I know it started with that Christmas song last year.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And then I can't remember if we put out Heaven Has Neon Lights before or after that.
Okay.
At this point, my memory, too many things to remember.
But yeah, Heaven Has Neon Lights is the other one I was thinking of.
Okay.
And now we've got this one going, so that's good. You're on a roll with this album, man.
Trying to. Yeah. The one that was in between was Anything But Small.
Okay.
Yep.
And so that's all off of first album, and you're working on a second one. Is that what you were talking about?
No, that's our releases leading up to the album.
Okay.
Yep.
Good deal. Where'd you record the album?
At Stormy Cooper Media.
I love Stormy. He's a good dude,
yeah.
man. I feel like I owe it to him to go in there and just do something with him because he's given me so much free advice over the years. And I'm like, dude, I kind of owe him. I need to go do at least one project with him.
Oh, we love them.
Yeah.
Will Braun produces all our stuff.
Okay.
He's one of the good folks over there, and they've got connections. They've got all sorts of helpful ways to not only help you promote, but help you get the best out of your song.
Yeah, out of your song. I remember back when, now I can't remember his name. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. But they had another guy that was there for a while there, and I just can't remember his name, but he plays with Krager now.
Yep.
And he was one of those guys that he could, whatever you thought you could do vocally and whatever you thought you couldn't do vocally, he changed your mind real quick. He could just get anything out of the person. He just knew how to do the vocal stuff real well. So it doesn't surprise me that there's specialists over there that are doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's really awesome, man. So you're kind of local to the Montgomery County area. How long have you been up here?
I have lived up here since 2017.
Okay. Been here a while then. Raised your family and your kids here.
Yep.
Family and kids. Had your wife and your family here. And you and your wife just celebrated an anniversary short week ago, right?
Yep, 8 years.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats on all that. How old are your kids?
One is 3 and one is 7.
Okay. Woo. I'm at the almost end of it. So, but I do miss those ages are fun ages, right? A lot of.
I tell that to my wife. They were screaming at each other this morning, and she's like, I can't take it.
Let me go do the interview. You stay home with the kids.
Oh, yeah. She asked me if she could leave one with me while she trains jiu-jitsu. My oldest trains in jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
And she helps out with the kids' classes, and then she gets to train in the adult classes.
Okay.
And
so she wins every argument.
Wholeheartedly. You don't argue. I mean, she's only 4'10". That's where anything but small comes in. But she's anything but small.
Yeah.
But she asked me if she could leave the little one, and I was like, "No, babe. I have a radio interview that you set up."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh yeah, how could I forget that? I don't know. You've mentioned it like 3 times in the past 2 hours."
And then she's like, "Why would I do that today of all days?" I feel like every time, no matter when I book a gig, it's always the wrong day. It's like I'm leaving the house, it's in shambles, everybody's yelling and fighting, and I'm like, "Why am I leaving?"
Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to get somewhere, especially on those big important gigs, and calm your mind from everything that's going on. Like how a lot of bosses used to tell you leave your personal life at the door.
Yeah.
When you come to work, you're here to work.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same deal, but it's a whole lot harder when work and personal life are all kind of intermingled.
Right. Yeah. No,
it's hard to do.
It's rough, man. It's rough. All right. Well, tell everybody where they can find you, your socials, your music. I mean, pretty much everywhere, but just go ahead and tell them out of your own voice there.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, even Snapchat, although that one's a whole lot less used than the others, but I'm on there.
Music all over Spotify and all that.
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music. We run through Smith Music Distribution, so if you can listen to music on it, there's like a 99.9% chance our song is on there.
Your song's on there.
Yep.
So Heaven Has Neon Lights. What was the name of that Christmas song?
Santa Buddy.
Santa Buddy. It was just really good. Y'all go check that one out too. And then, of course, the new single is All the Things That Cowboys Do. So I appreciate you stopping by. If you guys want to hear the rest of this interview, make sure you go check out the This Week in Texas Music podcast, where we'll put the rest of this interview out there. But for right now, to all UK Star listeners, thank you all for joining us. Tyler, thanks for joining us too.
Appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir.
Blows in like the wind, standing 4'10", just shy of 100, soaking wet. She just won't ask for help, swears she can do it herself. If there's a hill she can't climb, ain't found it yet. She can shop in the girls' department, my favorite part is the spirit is deep down in her soul. 'Cause she's the kind that's all or nothing, 0 or 100. You either have her whole heart or nothing at all. 'Cause she can take a seed and grow it for the whole world and throw it, keep you spinning like a bowl before the fall. She's anything small. like a dog with a bone. When it comes to holding her own, she'll fight and fight with everything she's got. She'll go pound for pound with any man around, never caring what she is or what she's not. She's the kind that's all or nothing, 0 or 100. You either have her whole heart or nothing at all. She can take a seed and grow it, throw the whole world and throw it, keep you spinning like a bowl before the fall. She's anything small. Yeah, she is. She's the kind that's all or nothing, 0 or 100. You either have her whole heart or nothing at all. She can take a seed and grow it, or your whole world and throw it, keep you spinning like a bowl before the fall. She's anything but small. Anything but small.
Back here with Tyler Tillman here at the studio in This Week in Texas Music. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode. And I wanted to go ahead and ask you if you happen to have a good story of either the craziest gig, because you've been doing this a while now, or craziest routing that you've ever done.
I don't know. I don't know that my craziest gig would be safe to say on here, but I do have kind of a funny story. So,
okay,
you've probably heard of Keith Whitley.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, most people have. Yeah, I feel like. If you listen to country music and you don't know who Keith Whitley is, I've got some serious questions. But anyways, me and the guys, we were playing at this little bar down in Clear Lake, and this girl, her name was Kitty. And the only reason I remember that is because she came in meowing.
Oh, she took it for real.
She took it for real, and she came in with a dog, a little white frou-frou dog named Snowball, I think his name was, and we had just finished playing When You Say Nothing at All, and this old gal come up to the microphone, and she was no taller than the end of the boom on the microphone. And she says, "That was pretty good." And she flips her hair and she gets all sassy, "But I do it better." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And she says, "Yeah, you got to have female vocals like the original."
Oh, no.
And I was like, "Sweetheart, I hate to burst your little bubble, but I don't think a female sang that song first."
Mm-mm.
And with all the sass of 3-year-old girl that has never been
told no,
reprimanded, she looks up and she says, "You must know because you're older than me." So I don't argue with women no more. Don't tell my wife that I don't argue with women.
Yeah, they somehow find that thing that gets you.
Yeah.
Like what is he insecure about? His age. Oh no, she got me right there.
Well, the worst part about it is I'm like 90% positive she was older than me, but I mean, unless she was just dating a dude that was like 20 years older than her, you know, I don't know. Whatever. I didn't ask her age. I didn't care that much after that.
I don't blame you. While I got you here, you play around a lot in the Montgomery County area for sure. But are you branched out now more across Texas or getting there?
Yeah, we've played several shows. Well, I say that I've played several shows across Texas. The full band is starting to branch further out.
Okay.
You know, it's hard to get full band shows. But the more you build, I guess, the more people
right. Yeah.
want to see you. Either way, we're getting some stuff out towards the Dallas area. We've got some stuff coming in Lampasas, which I guess technically isn't too far from Dallas.
Okay.
We're playing in Louisiana as well, a couple of places in Louisiana, trying to branch further out.
Yeah, just kind of spread it out, plant those seeds and see what grows.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
The how many pieces are you rolling with in your band?
Typically, we run a 4-piece.
Okay.
Typical, me on acoustic, got a lead player, bass, and drums, and that's usually it. Although, hopefully here pretty quick, we're looking to pick up a fiddle auxiliary if possible.
Okay. Off-screen antics, folks. Off-screen antics.
He's as nimble as a cat.
It'll be behind the scenes. You'll see it later. Yeah, so that's good. I love a good fiddle player. I happen to know one that joins me every now and then. Played with Rascal Flatts for a while. And
I think I know who you're talking about.
Jean Janson? Is that who you're thinking of?
I think so.
Real pro.
Does he play with
Corey Morrow a lot?
Okay.
I know he fills in for Corey, but he's totally a for-hire guy right now.
May not be the guy I'm thinking of. There's a guy that plays with my lead player in another band, played with Rascal Flatts a bunch. I cannot for the life of me remember his name, and I can't remember the name of the lead singer of the other band at the moment.
Well, that happens.
Shay Doman.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I've heard his name. I haven't met him yet, but yeah, I've heard his name. But yeah, having that fiddle player is really nice. One of my big regrets is I recorded my first album. I had a fiddle player in the band, and then I finally got to record my first album, had my fiddle player in the band. By the time the second album rolled around, I no longer had a fiddle player in the band, and I just recorded that way because I wanted to be able to play it on stage, blah, blah, blah. Yep. And everybody's like, dude, why'd you go change your sound? And I only changed one thing. It's still me writing the songs. It's still all the same people, just changed that one thing. And it got me to thinking, like, if you were to look at like Randy Rogers, if all of a sudden there's no fiddle, it's not Randy Rogers. It's not the sound. Yeah. So it's important, that branding that you kind of do with your music. But boy, fiddle, they weren't wrong when they said if you're going to play in Texas, you got to have one.
No, not wrong at all. In fact, I was talking with Will Brown from Stormy's this morning. We're still working all the kinks out for this album, and he and I were listening to the latest brand of Ruffs on the way here today, and most all that's changed, we got some background vocals put on it, which it makes a big difference, but it doesn't change it tremendously. Right. But we also got the fiddle tracks, and the fiddle guy that they use puts fiddle, banjo, and mandolin. Oh, nice. Yeah, all in one take, and he kicks butt at it, man. Wow. But we were listening to it today. Excuse me. And I had told Will at one point that a bunch of these songs felt like they were going to be cannon fodder. You know what I mean? Like, I always say this, not every song can be a cannonball, but a lot of people don't understand that saying. It used to be if you didn't have enough cannonballs, you'd load your cannon up with forks and grape shot and whatever you could find because you didn't have enough. That was known as fodder. And a lot of albums are that way. You get 2 or 3 good songs, and the rest of them are okay. Yeah. And we call them fodder. And Will had texted me, said, I know you said that a lot of this was going to be fodder. You felt like, he said, but I think it's really lining up to be all killer, no filler. And I was like, that's a good feeling. Yeah. And all we really did, like, I've got a steel guy that will come and play with us on occasion, and he does all the steel stuff in the studio, so there's some steel stuff on there, but there's a whole bunch of fiddle, and like it just made a world of difference. Oh yeah, it's great. I look forward to hearing the rest of it. Then that's going to be awesome. Do you have a hopeful release date on that? Well, originally it was going to be the end of August. That is not looking feasible, so it's probably going to be more like end of September, beginning of October. Almost a holiday type release. Yeah, we were trying to avoid that. Yeah. Because, holiday times can sometimes stop regular music in their tracks. But we'll all of a sudden that Christmas music like Santa Buddy come out. Yeah. And then nobody can get it in anymore. But speaking of, we got to get in there and do a Christmas song here. Yeah. Real quick. I was, when I guess it was your wife that first reached out to me about it, I was like, wow, cool. A local guy doing a Christmas song. All right. Because I've always thought, you got to record your Christmas songs real early in the year and everything. And,
you just don't see many of the guys that are just the local guys that are just putting out new music or whatever, doing Christmas stuff. They're all really hell bent on getting the other stuff out
because it's expensive and nobody wants to spend the extra money to do that Christmas song.
Right. True.
There's really very little reward on that because it only comes out once a year. And other songs you can put out 2 or 3, 4 a year, depending on how well they do, and maybe get some return, some ROI, if you will. But you don't hardly get that on Christmas music unless you're Mariah Carey.
Well, true. Ugh. If, can Santa Buddy go ahead and replace Santa Baby? That'd be great.
That's why I wrote it, because that's my favorite song. My favorite Christmas song is Santa Baby, but it was kind of awful weird for me to be out there singing Santa Baby.
Yeah. Well, people have covered worse. I cover Prince and everybody else, so you can do whatever you want. But it's kind of hard to keep your vocals that high for very long.
Fair.
Yeah.
I just figured instead of bribing him with my my goods, I'd bribe him with a little bit of beer. So that's the epitome of Santa Buddy.
Works. Yeah. Well, it helps you stand out. Nobody was releasing much new music in the Christmas time, and then you come out with a good, not just a Christmas song, but a good one it's pretty hard for us anyway to, especially during Christmas time, a song that nobody's heard. It's kind of hard, but when it's done well and done right, then there you go. It's easy to get in there, and then there was a great introduction to getting in there. So there is a little bit of return on that investment.
Very true. Very true. It opened a lot more doors than I like to admit to sometimes.
There you go. All right. So I need one interesting fact, story, something that your typical fans haven't got to hear, but maybe all your buddies in the green room after shows, somehow it always comes up.
I don't know. Probably the only thing that really comes to mind. I mean, I've done a lot of things and got a lot of interesting stories, but I think the one that always comes up is I can actually solve a Rubik's Cube.
Oh, really?
It's not something most people expect. Some good old boy sitting there with a cowboy hat on. Like my whole family, my wife hates it, but my kids love to scramble it up and throw it at me just to watch me solve it. And so, like in the green room, sometimes the guys they'll see it sitting there, they'll scramble it up and throw it at me. Like,
there you go.
Yeah, I did a good enough job. It never works, but
is it? Are you quick at it? Relatively?
At one point, I'd gotten pretty quick. I could do it in just under a minute.
Okay.
But you're never going to catch me on the TV like those pros. I'm not going to take one look at it, get blindfolded, and have it done in 20 seconds. Yeah.
No, I don't. That stuff blows my mind. I don't know how they do it. So you take a Rubik's Cube on the road with you is it kind of your pregame warm up there?
It's kind of the thing that just lets my brain decompress.
Yeah.
When you're caffeinated up or whatever, and your brain's just moving and you can't hardly slow it down. That's my thing that gives me one single point to focus on and lets me.
I think everybody needs something down. Like that. Yeah.
If it's not that, it'll be some phone game, and that turns unhealthy at a certain point. So I
end up getting more angry and agitated at the phone game than it's worth, and then I'm mad when I go on stage. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, tell everybody. You mentioned it earlier in the radio portion, but tell everybody some of the cities you're going to be coming to, where they can get more information and all that good stuff from you.
All right. Trying to remember the date off the top of my head. It gets so busy sometimes I'm doing good to remember week to week, but we will be in Lampasas in a few weeks, opening for Kyle Park for Storm's Drive-In 75th year anniversary.
Oh, wow. All right.
That's a pretty neat one. They found me after a hunting trip and asked me to come on board. I'm excited about that one. That's a big deal for us. And I cannot remember the date off the top of my head, but we're going to be getting to open for Randy Rogers.
Okay.
Sometime in October, I believe.
All right. Most of that stuff's going to be on your website then,
yes.
right?
Yeah. Bands in Town website.
Okay. Do you have a website address that everybody can go get to all your other stuff?
TylerTillman.com.
It's easy enough.
Yes, sir.
And spelled the traditional way. If you know how to spell Tyler, that's it. If you know how to spell Tillman, you've got that too.
You got it.
I like that. We get some people in here with some fancy spellings, and it's just like I got to sit there and spell it out for folks and all that good stuff. I guess the one other question I was going to ask, so are you writing all your stuff yourself? Are you co-writing? Are you getting stuff from other writers? What do you
So I have, to date, I have written everything by myself.
Okay.
I've tried to write with other writers, and we've had good success, but none of it was something that was in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So I kind of handed it off, let them do their thing
Right.
with it, and was recently supposed to go to a writer's retreat, and I can't remember. I think I got sick, and I couldn't go to it.
Yeah. She's got your notes over there for when you're
Thank
opening
you.
for Kyle.
September 13th, we'll
There
be
you go.
opening for Kyle Park.
Well, I will try to
Stone's
get this
Driving.
released before then. Well, it just depends. I got a lot in the bank, which is good. It's a good problem to have. And we're just now started doing the full podcast thing. So some of them are fodder, as you would say, where they're just little 5-minute interviews. And now we got the long form going. So it won't be long before we get this one out there. It'll be good.
All right.
All right. Anything else you want to let folks know then before you hit the road again?
No, I guess. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, come check him out. Check out his music. Go stream it, download it, watch the music videos. All those little 500ths of a cent add up, and that helps him get to the next album and the next gig and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you stopping by, man, and I hope you come by again. I know you're pretty local, so when you're just bored, just come knock on my door, and we'll record another one.
Sounds like a plan, brother. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Thank you.